What's going on, everybody, and thanks for clicking on the video. Quickly, before we get into whatever player you clicked on, these are going to be quick 2 to 3 minute breakdowns on whatever player you need for fantasy football. So if you're late into your research and you don't have a million hours to spend, this is the video for you. So stay tuned, click the playlist below for other players' breakdowns. Thanks for watching, enjoy the video. Coming in at my number 4 running back this year is Saquon Barkley of the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think Saquon is one of the most interesting players to rank this year because we think the talent is still there, but people really don't believe in him as much as they should because of how he's been in the past. I mean, last year finished under 1,000 rushing yards, wasn't that great through the air. I mean, had 40 catches, but only 280 yards. Did finish with 10 touchdowns, which is pretty great. But how much of that is him playing with Daniel Jones? And honestly, not even Daniel Jones last year with Tommy DeVito and the terrible Giants, right? I'm happy to see that Saquon's finally out of New York and can finally thrive in what we think is going to be a great situation in Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley is being ranked very weird this year as he's not really in the upper echelon tier of running back with Bijan Robinson, Christian McCaffrey, and Breece Hall. And he's also not mixed in the overall ranks with the top guys receiver-wise of Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. And he's going right in that range, pick, I would say 7 to 12, where he's going in that intermingling lock, of Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon, even like Puka Nacua, Garrett Wilson. He's in that mix. I think he is at the top of that tier because I think running back is so important in fantasy football, and I think the situation is just going to be great for Saquon. The guy's awesome. I don't think he's taken any steps back. I think last year, literally their quarterback was Tommy DeVito. And the year before that, it was Jake Fromm, and it was Tyrod Taylor, and I think Tyrod Taylor played last year too. Like, it just hasn't been a good quarterback in his whole career. I think this is finally the time where Saquon Barkley isn't too old yet. He hasn't hit that mark. I think this is the big breakout season for him. And even if it's not the monster breakout that you expect, the 1,500-yard rushing season, do we really think Saquon, if he plays a full season with the Philadelphia Eagles, who had, DeAndre Swift, who obviously I like, but isn't on the same caliber player of Barkley, rush for over 1,000 yards last year and be a pretty good fantasy player? Do we think Saquon Barkley is going to be a lot worse than that? I don't think so. So I think this is one of the safer players in the first round, to where if you just want kind of someone who's bust proof outside of injury, which, hey, anybody can get injured, I think Saquon's your guy. I mean, at the worst, he's going to be a 1,000-yard rusher, catch another probably 30 to 40 balls, if not more, and just have a really safe floor. But I think he can possess monster upside because Philly's really good, he's really good, and if they can get creative with him through the air, I think that can just open up a whole other level in this Kellen Moore offense for Philly. They're not known for passing to the running backs, but with Saquon there, maybe they finally have a guy they can trust to actually pass the ball to their running backs. So for me, I think Saquon as your running back 4, and I have him ranked above someone like Breece Hall. So I'm a big believer in Saquon this year. So I think if you can start your first round off, if you have like a later, back end of the first round pick, and you can get Saquon Barkley, sign me up. I am all in on Saquon this year.